Hey guys, what's going on? It's MangaxHunter here, and today I'm going to be doing my manga haul for the month of November. And I know it's been a super long time since I posted my last video, guys, and I'm super sorry for that delay, but I actually got married, and so it's been a pretty busy past month for me, and so I'm hoping I can start posting more videos for you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. First pickup for the month is 7 Deadly Sins, and so I actually picked up the first 10 volumes of this series, and I found a really good deal on them, so I figured I might as well pick it up. I know a lot of people love this series, and so I figured for the price I found them, it couldn't hurt to check it out. So I've read the first 5 volumes, I believe, of the ones that I picked up, and I'm actually really enjoying the series, and I really can see why people like it. The power system is pretty cool. The cast is fun and quirky. There's nothing really that stands out too much about the series, I will say, though. I love the world. It's kind of like a fantasy vibe. It's almost like an isekai world, kind of similar to Shield Hero, but it's not as tropey, and characters are more likable, and the action is fun as well. But yeah, so I picked up the first 10 volumes, and like I said, I got a really good deal on them, and I've only read the first half, but I could definitely see myself getting pretty hooked into the series, and I'm absolutely going to pick up more because I'm really enjoying it. And here's the last cover for the volume 10. I have no idea who these characters are yet. The next volume I picked up is actually Blade of the Immortal, the Omnibus 3. So if you watch my previous hauls, you know that I have up to volume 6 of these, but I couldn't find volume 3. It was on back order from Right Stuff, and I was not getting it. They were not shipping it to me, and I eventually found one within a Barnes & Nobles, and so I immediately picked it up. And this volume was fantastic. I think the second half of the second omnibus is when I really started to fall in love with the series, and Omnibus 3 is no exception. This is definitely one of my favorite series, if I'm being honest. Next volume I picked up was Beastars Volume 3. This actually just came out. I haven't read this volume yet, but for those who watched my review know that this might be my favorite new series of the year. I absolutely adore Beastars, and I think the plot is really great. I think the characters and the dialogue are top notch. I think it's an extremely funny series as well, with just a good world, and it's easy to dive in. So definitely recommend Beastars if you guys haven't checked it out yet. The next volume I got is Levius, EST Volume 1, or East. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but I don't know. I really don't know much about this series. I just thought the art looked really cool, and I saw that it was a new series that Viz was publishing, and so I figured couldn't hurt to check it out. I actually haven't read this yet. I just got it in the mail, but I'm excited to read it nonetheless. I think the cover's pretty sick too. The next volume I got is No Guns Life Volume 2. So this actually just came out as well, and I have read the first volume of this series and loved it. It's a cyberpunk, kind of apocalyptic world, very similar to Blade Runner, where the main character is like a secret detective, and he has a gun for a head. The world's cool. The art is, to me, one of the biggest appeals of it, and it's kind of a nice story as well. Good intensity, I'll say. Next volume I got is Fullmetal Alchemist, Fullmetal Edition Volume 7. I think I've read the first 5 of these, and I absolutely love this series so far. I just got past the arc where brothers are meeting up with their teacher again for the first time after they lost their mother, and it was a fun little arc. But these Fullmetal editions are absolutely beautiful. I wish that they were a knit spine, or instead of this glue. That's my only gripe with the volumes, and also they're coming out so slow. Like I saw that volume 10 won't be out until towards the end of next year, so kind of a bummer that they're coming out so slow. But there are 1.5 volumes in one volume, so I think there should only be 18, maybe my math's off, but so we still got a decent way to go regardless. And then the next volume I got is Demon Slayer or Kimetsu no Yaiba, Volume 9. Absolutely loving this series. I actually won't open this up. I know a lot of people haven't gotten this yet, and there's potential spoilers, but I would recommend Demon Slayer, guys. I love it. Love the characters. Cool art. I know some people don't like the art, but I like it. And I really like the battles as well. That's a big pro for the series. I do recommend picking up this series, guys. And the final series that I picked up is actually a big one, or a large sum of it. That's kind of tradition with my hauls. But it is Hunter x Hunter volumes 4 through 32, and I'm going to go ahead and do them one by one. But I felt like I've had a lot of you guys in the comments be like, how can your name be based off of Hunter x Hunter, but you don't even have the manga? And very valid point. I'm not gonna dispute that. And so I grabbed the first 3 volumes when I saw they were on a really good sale and read them, and it just kind of re-sparked my love for this series. And I kind of remembered why Hunter x Hunter is my favorite anime of all time, and why I had such a deep love for the series. So after I grabbed the first 3 volumes, I grabbed like the next 10, and then just binged through those. I burned through them, and decided to just snag the rest of the series on Right Stuff, just because I wanted to keep reading it. I love it. But I think Hunter x Hunter is going to be the next series that I do my review on, just because I'm enjoying reading it, reading it for the first time so much, even though I've already watched the anime, and I'm such a huge fan of the series. I've just been enjoying reading it so much, in all honesty. I just finished up the Phantom Troop arc. Geez, I do not know why that was so hard for me to think of, but honestly, such an amazing arc, and I just started in the Greed Island arc. But guys, I seriously can't recommend Hunter x Hunter enough. Just first of all, watching the anime, for those who have seen it know how amazing it is. But the manga is amazing too, and I think that because of the art style, or the art, it gets a bad rep, but the art to me is not bad. It's actually really charming to me. It kind of shows its age, but to me, I think that just is part of the reason why it's so charming. And the series, I'm enjoying reading it just as much as I was when I watched it for the first time. For those who have never watched it or never read it, let me kind of give you my quick sell on why I think it's worth reading. First of all, I think Hunter x Hunter is the best shonen of all time, and I'm willing to die on that rock. I think, honestly, it's in my top 3 manga already, based off of everything I've read so far, and I can just tell I'm gonna keep loving it. But Hunter x Hunter, usually in a shonen, the series or the story isn't focused on the main character, it kind of drags, and it kind of the stories kind of suffer. But that is, like, honestly the opposite with Hunter x Hunter. When you're focused on a side character, when you're focused on Kurapika, or you're focused on Hisoka or Killua or whoever it is, the side characters are so well written and so interesting. The world is so well developed. It feels so real. And the storyline is just so intriguing that you're never bored when the story isn't focused on Gon. And I think Gon is one of my favorite MCs too. He's so pure, but so dedicated and so curious and so focused. And so, again, just pick up Hunter x Hunter, guys. Please, for me. It's my name. You guys know how much I love it, but I promise you will not be disappointed in this series if you pick it up. It's got such a charm to it. Also, hold up. What is this, guys? Come on. This is a pretty sick cover. For those who know who this is, who've watched the anime or read it before. Woo! Epic fight. Okay, I'm so sorry. That was such a spoiler. Might cut that out. But honestly, there's not much left to say that I haven't already said about Hunter x Hunter. To me, it is the best shonen of all time, and is one of the best series of all time. So that concludes it for the manga. I have 2 games that I want to talk about real quick, and the first one being, boom, Pokemon Sword. I've put about, I think, 8 hours into this game so far, and I'm really enjoying it. To all the hate against the National Pokédex and the bad animations, the National Dex, it's been growing so much. I can understand why they decided to not include it, and to me it's kind of overwhelming anyways. There's only like 10 Pokemon that I really care about catching. The story, nothing great, but the gym battles are honestly so fun, and the new Pokemon are really cool as well. And then the last game I got is Star Wars Fallen Order, which this, in all honesty, is probably going to be my game of the year. This is such a good game. If you guys like Star Wars and you have a console or a PC to play this game, pick it up. It is definitely my game of the year. It's literally like a Star Wars movie within a game, and it's an absolute blast. And the combat is Dark Souls-esque, but not nearly as tough. So that's going to do it for my manga haul for the month, guys. Picked up a lot of amazing stuff, especially Hunter x Hunter, from how much I talked about it. But yeah, again, I'm sorry for how little I've posted. I'm thinking about doing a Berserk review because I've read a decent amount of what I picked up from last month. Maybe a review on this Levius volume or No Gun's Life. Or maybe even Hunter x Hunter if there's more y'all want to hear me talk about. But again, I appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate you guys being patient with me with these video releases. But hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Look at that bling. Ooh.